Hi and welcome to this video. I thought I would do a little intro for this video that I've pieced together throughout this year. My hair's a mess, the glasses are on. It is that time between Christmas and New Year's, you know, when you're just like, what day is it? What am I doing? What time is it? I've got my Terry's orange hot chocolate. Not quite. I've had a lot of those from Costa, but I've got my trusty Terry's orange chocolate and I'm about to just sift through all of the footage from what I've gathered for this video. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet, whether it's going to be maybe one together or maybe separate. It depends like how long the footage is and everything. But I want to do an intro because I wanted to put a little disclaimer about my thoughts on maybe like why I made this video and just how I'm feeling about it, because I am a girly pop and I have kind of struggled a lot with my period. I feel like many girls can relate to this, and I think that in general there's a huge stigma around periods, obviously, and it's like, guys, it's 2025, it's almost 2026, and we do not need to be weird about this thing that goes on. Honestly, like, so many girls right this second are on their period, and that's fine. And I think in a way I had my own journey with my period and with educating myself a little bit more, removing some of the weirdness around it, and it's just been better. And also I do think that for me in particular, I've always suffered with like really, really, really bad cramps, and I know it's been a thing that I need to kind of face and figure out, but it brings up a lot of like emotions, and there's been a lot of medical gaslighting through the years. I'm sure anyone who knows the vibes. And so especially the past maybe 2-ish years, I've had a lot of friends also be like, Maggie, in the most loving way, you need to get this checked out properly, because I don't know whether it is this or it's not, but it is definitely giving there's something not normal going on here. Like, my cramps are so bad. I'm not going to go into depth. You can just picture, like, especially day one for me gets so awful. And a lot of my friends have been like, oh, my mum has endometriosis and I really feel like all the symptoms that you're showing is giving that. And if it's not that specifically, it needs to be addressed because it's not normal. It's like debilitating. And I don't even know how I've got to this point. I mean, most of it has been like missing school. I don't go to uni on those days. When I was at uni, I graduated like last year, so, and obviously, yeah, it's just a whole thing, and we do not need to be having this culture of like bearing pain and all of that. But anyway, this isn't necessarily about that specifically, but I just had this thought because when I'm on my period and even learning about how there's something called cycle syncing, where the general gist of it is how obviously for men their hormones are a little bit more like consistent, and for women they go in a monthly cycle, and there's like the 4 different ones. I'm going to try to remember them. So obviously there's menstruation, and then there's follicular, and then there's luteal. Oh my god, I think luteal's the like, oh my god, one. Oh no, wait, that's the wrong order. Menstrual, follicular, ovulation, and then luteal, and luteal is like so I had this idea because whenever I'm on my period, you know, there's this sense to like close in, and obviously resting is good. But I was like, everyone goes through this. Everyone knows the vibes. Everyone who has a period knows the vibes of, to one extent or the other, how you just feel different, and you like the hormones are going on and there's a bunch of different emotions. And I was just like, let me just capture a bit of that. And it's kind of like a bit of a diary entries as well. I filmed most, if not all of these on my photo booth, which I'm filming on now, which is on my laptop. And it's like little snippets as well, which I wouldn't otherwise film because obviously I'm in that specific state. But in my brain, I was like, let me just capture something in that state and make something of it. So that's what this is. And I didn't really keep it up for the full year. Like, there's some months, and then I did like a final one with the one that I just had, which thank God was just before Christmas. So it's currently the 28th of December. Anyway, that was a little bit of a roundabout ramble. I hope that the message came across. I was like, let me just pick this up and film this. And I've already been talking for like 5 minutes, but that's fine. Wanted to preface, and that's the vibe. I think in general, just opening up the conversation, and I have been more serious about starting the process of seeing the doctor. But obviously it's all very slow, and it's a whole thing, but one step at a time, and I'm finally gonna not normalize things that are not normal. So that's the vibe. So I think this video is going to be quite long. Maybe it'll be a series, but either way, I was even picturing that we just hang out, like maybe if you're also like, you know, having the days and your uterus is getting completely teared apart by Satan himself, and we can just chill and we could just hang out or put it in the background. But it is very pieced together and scrambly and messy, and that's fine because sometimes that's life, and especially when you're on your period. So most of these I filmed like either on day one, but after I would have had like that massive like crazy wave, or like maybe day 2 or something. But yeah, I don't even know what to expect because I can't remember a lot of what I've captured, and I had mixed feelings about uploading this, but then I was like, oh, it's fine, like nothing even matters, like we're all gonna die, like it's literally fine. So yeah, I'm literally gonna try use this time between Christmas and New Year's and maybe a little bit into the new year to piece together and look through what I've recorded. But in general, I'm just gonna put them together and share it with the world. So I hope you find some enjoyment or entertainment or value in any sense of watching a girly pop suffer whilst a sacrificial waterfall. that's crazy. Anyway, you get the vision. But yeah, I do think that it's good that in general we are a little bit more aware of periods and not making it a weird situation. Oh, I don't have it here, but there is a book that I got as well, which I've only just started the very beginning bit, but even the blurb itself is like so good, and it's called Period Power by Maisie Hill, and I do think that it's a good proper starting point, I feel, for me to learn a little bit more about periods. And I would encourage everyone who has a period, or just in general, even just to learn about the people around you, because why is it so weird? As in, it's not weird. Why has it been made to be such a weird thing? And also, we should be more aware of how we work and what works for us, and overall just take care of our amazing, beautiful bodies. So yeah, that is the intro to this video, and I'm literally going to just play the clips. I hope you enjoy. Okay, lots of love. Thanks for watching. And Happy New Year. Not the balloons. I'm on day 1 of my period. Love that for me. It is currently 9:55 p.m. and luckily I am back from work today. I showered, I'm cozied in bed. I'm definitely not in the absolute trenches of my period cramps, but I am feeling, the girlies will get it, I am feeling like that's just a representation of how I feel. I'm not getting my ass completely whooped physically, but I am just like, let me be a little bit of a potato. Okay, so I had work today and it was 1:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. today, but luckily I only had 2 classes, and I do like these classes, they're very sweet, so I was like, it's okay. Also, wait, I'm gonna put heart filters on. Okay, so I was on my way to work, and as I said, my shift started at 1:30. Also, I feel like I'm coming off so like moody and depressed, like it's just because of my period. I'm actually like, life is good, I'm excited, but right now, physically and emotionally getting my ass beat. So I know you'll get it if you're a girly who has cramps, so it's all good. We're all friends here. But it was 1:30 and I was getting off the metro. Well, actually I was on the metro and I was thinking, am I feeling kind of a bit crampy? Is Satan himself coming to visit me in my uterus? And I was like starting to feel it. And I actually ordered a delivery to my workplace of this medicine. I will get into that. That was recommended by my colleague who also suffers from really bad period cramps. And she was like telling us about this medication. It's literally just like really, I think the active ingredient, yeah, it's ibuprofen. I'll show you the box. But I ordered a bit of that and I was like, okay, got off the metro and I was like, my legs feel so weak. Like, I literally feel like I can't even, like, this is a lot of effort to carry my body, like, from my metro station to work. And it's like literally 5 minutes, 5 minute walk maximum. I had to like walk over the bridge and I was like, thank God the escalators, like, God bless. But I had to walk down the stairs. I was like, oh my God. Anyway, obviously just being like hyper sensitive to everything because a girlie is on her period. So I got into work and got the medication, and literally as soon as I went to the loo, I was like, oh, we began. And big shout out to my colleague who I texted her and I was like, hey bestie. Oh, because when I was thinking of it, I was like, I feel like, is it time for my period? Because this month went by so quickly. So then I looked at the calendar and I was like doing the calculations. Like, I was thinking about what I had on my schedule and what lessons I was teaching. And I was like, oh wait, so I teach that one every other week. Oh my God, wait, does that mean it's literally been 4 weeks? I was literally thinking like this month has flown by. And I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh shoot, it's literally due. It was due technically, well, I don't know, because it's every 4 weeks. My last one came on the 9th of February and right now it's the 10th of March. So I was like, oh damn, it's literally like a month. So I go in and the intuition was correct. Literally went to the bathroom and I was like texting my colleague. I was like, I literally didn't bring any period pads. Like, is there any way that you have any or can help me? And luckily one of the other girls had some, and then like my colleague came and I was like, thank you so much, like, you're saving a girly. She was like, don't worry. She's very sweet. I feel like all of the local teachers are really sweet and just so like helpful. I was like, thank you so much. And I had my two classes. My first class, they are always so crazy. Like, I feel like both of these classes, they're so sweet. They're always like really lovely when I come in. Like, both classes, the students are like, oh, it's like teacher Maggie. And they're always so sweet. They're always so happy to see me. So it's really nice. But I was like fighting for my life. Like, earlier, my cramps, they weren't like level 10 or anything because the medication really helped. But okay, hi, it's editing Max. I wanted to make a random interjection. I didn't even come to this realization or like experiment it on myself until a couple months ago. So as I'm filming this video, I haven't had this revelation yet. You're meant to take painkillers kind of at the earliest sign or like anticipation of pain as possible. At least like that's what I'm going with from this point forward. Obviously, I'm not a medical professional, but like literally I've always had this like mindset, and I know it's not just come from me. I know it's come from like, I don't know, social conditioning or like certain like people in my life who have been just like, you need to wait until it's the most like unbearable moment. But there's like something that happens chemically, I don't know, like I googled it and I was like, this makes a bit more sense to me, and at the very least I want to try it out to see if it works. And obviously I was worried that like, oh, is this gonna like, I don't know, all this stuff. But it's like, as long as you're kind of taking it within the recommended guidelines and stuff like that, it should be fine. So from now on, I always, when I, pardon me, get the first sign of cramps, I'm literally just like, I'm gonna start taking the ibuprofen now, instead of like waiting for it to get so bad and then being like, oh, it'll be most effective, because most of that time it's like, I don't know, the pain chemicals is already like releasing and you want to try stop it as early as possible. So I was like, let me interject, because I don't know why, I just literally went like 10 years of my life, like always being like, let me just wait until it's like the worst. And it's like, there was something in there. Let's unpack that. But yeah, from now on, I'm not being like that. And it's so far, it has, still my cramps are really like bad every time, but it genuinely has made a noticeable difference. So yeah, just wanted to interject with that. I was kind of like, oh, I do be struggling quite a lot. And I was sat there and like, I feel like the students in my first class could kind of tell. That was low key when it was like kind of the worst because I'd taken the medicine a bit earlier, the painkillers, and then they were starting to wear off, but it was too short of a time for me to take another dose. So I need to wait till afterwards because let's try be sensible. Me saying that as if I haven't taken like 12 ibuprofens in a day before. Well, she's so crazy. But I think the students could tell because like literally some points they randomly came up and they were like, obviously they're sweet anyway, but they like came up and they were like giving me a hug and I was like, oh, that's so cute. But yeah, they were very sweet today and better for my second class because I think that I was in less pain then. But even then, I was kind of like low energy and I was kind of like, oh. But in a way, I feel like it actually, me being a bit calmer, made the classes, granted, they were still a bit crazy, but relatively calmer than usual. So that was that. We made it through the working day and I spent the rest of the time literally just like, this is so spoiled, but like at my work, if I'm all good on lesson planning, and with these two it was like quite chill, there wasn't that much required to plan. So I literally just went to this really good Italian place downstairs. I literally had like my hood up, like noise cancelling earphones in. I ate food. Oh my god. And there's these like massage chairs up in the mall. This literally sounds so like lavish and crazy, which, you know what? Shanghai malls, they're amazing. I fell asleep, took a nap, made sure to set an alarm, thank God. But whilst I was at the Italian place and also when I was sat on the loo fighting for my life, I listened to the meditation that I listened to. This is how desperate times it was. This is the meditation that I listen to when I'm in the trenches. I don't even remember when I discovered this, but it was like kind of a while now, like maybe over a year. I have no idea, low-key. But I remember just typing in period cramp meditation. And it's literally like there's like all these other ones that come up for it. And it's this one. Like that's looking like some like we're like, Jesus, take the wheel, please. Please. So I like go on it and it's literally, the title is menstrual cramp relief, pain relief. Oh my god, I can't read it backwards. Isochronic binaural beat brackets ASMR. And I have listened to this a lot. I don't really know, like, okay, I'm not gonna like jinx it, knock on wood, but I don't know how effective it is, but I do just like put it in and I'm just like trying so hard, but like my cramps are so bad and it sounds like so many other people's are, because currently this video has 2.8 million views. It was posted 11 years ago by the YouTube channel Eric Bartel. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Probably not, but God bless. Shout out to him, question mark? Okay, King. But sometimes I do read the comments and they're kind of funny. And I was scrolling through them, so I mean, one of the first one, period, ... How much pain should I give her? Mother Nature, yes. 5.1k likes. It's such a universal experience. And God, what else? Who else is just laying in bed in a weird position, trying not to cry because it feels like someone has put a knife in your damn uterus, literally. Oh, also side note, yeah. So I get really, really bad cramps, especially on day one. And it's honestly a miracle that I'm even like talking right now. And it's definitely because of this like painkiller that my colleague recommended me. Granted, like I still was in quite a lot of pain, like teaching my lessons, but it wasn't horrific. Like it was like bearable, because before I used to like miss, like if I was at uni, I wouldn't go to lectures or anything. Like I would have to take the day off. I would just have to. And I just don't even know how I got to this point, like making it through with having cramps as bad as I have. I feel like each time it's just been like I guess, the universe helping me out, because I have kind of thought, like, how am I going to work a full-time job and do this? And it was only, I think, since my last period that this colleague recommended this medication. So it's like super, super new. I feel like medication makes it sound so intense. Like, it's literally just like, I just ordered it on like the takeout app. And that ingredient is ibuprofen, but it's in a different way, because ibuprofen, it doesn't work for me anymore. It used to like kind of have a bit of an effect. And then, as I mentioned, literally one time on my study abroad in Australia, I literally took like 12 in one day, and I was like, it's not working. Hashtag stomach ulcers, love that for me. But then I was prescribed like naproxen, because they were like, oh, the NHS was like, oh, the wait time, sorry, no tea, no shade to, but all the UK people get the struggle. They were like, oh, the wait time for like a check to see if you have like endometriosis or anything is like so long. So right now we can only give you like this thing called naproxen. And they said, you know how ibuprofen, they say like, oh, you need to take this after you've had a meal. And with naproxen, they said the same thing. So I was like, okay, cool. And one time, I think like I did eat or like something, or I didn't eat enough or whatever. Point being, I felt the effects of not eating enough food and lining my stomach before taking naproxen, because Jesus Christ, I had bad cramps, took them, and it literally felt like I had drank acid. Like my stomach, oh my God, sweet mother of Christ, like it was so bad. And after that, I did kind of still take it on my period, but I did make sure to eat more. But I honestly don't even think it really helped. So I was literally like, I don't know what to do. Like it makes me like, obviously when I'm in it, like it's crazy because it's so painful. And then once the pain stops, which is normally honestly like, it's gotten a bit longer lately, but it usually is like day 2 or like day 3. When it actually stops, it literally feels like so fine. And also I feel like low-key really slay, because I'm like, oh my goodness. Like it's almost like, I almost like gaslight myself in my brain. I'm like, this is just like the universe like reminding you to be grateful, because obviously I know that there's like so many people that suffer with chronic pain and all, like, so I always try to remind myself of that. But when I'm in the pain, oh my goodness, like it's so, so bad. And everyone in the comments as well. Yeah, someone, oh my God, someone literally just wrote, I literally get suicidal on my period because of the pain. This comment section is so comforting though. People with uteruses are so strong. Real. There's like obviously loads like that. There's also like really funny ones. Um, I'm gonna like probably read through some of them, because I feel like so many people, and like honestly, I'll link it in this video below, definitely. Um, but it'll be such a coincidence if like someone who's watching this video is also like, I've watched that video too, and I've like read the comments. But there's this one, oh, I can't really find it, but someone was basically saying like, oh, like I just get this weird thing where like I'm in so much pain that I'm just like writhing and like moving my legs in such an awkward position, and I'm like, that's literally me. And honestly, God bless this ibuprofen. Oh yeah, so I keep like going off topic, but I'm slightly struggling, so allow it. But basically, it's like literally so weird. It's like mint flavored. Sorry, I won't call the medicine that's saving me weird. Shout out. But it's mint flavored, and it's actually in a little sachet, and it's powder, and you have to mix like kind of warm water. And the girl who recommended it to me was like, only do like basically like a shot amount, because it's low-key kind of grim. And I was like, okay, but like mint flavor sounds kind of nice. And then I took it and I was like, oh, okay, I see what I mean. Like it's not horrible, but it does, like when you're already feeling kind of vulnerable as well, it does feel a bit like, oh, like sickly vibes. But yeah, and right this second, I feel like not that emotional. Like I kind of feel like really like kind of defeated. Like not in a deep way, because I always know that like obviously periods are temporary, right? But I also obviously get emotional. actually yesterday, I say I'm not emotional, right this second I'm not, but yesterday evening, and this is how crazy, because I didn't even clock, oh, this could have been my period, because this month has gone by so, so quick. So last night, I literally was like trying to go to bed, and then I was like just feeling really, really like, oh, I need to listen to like certain types of music. And I was like, fine, I'll listen to the Blonde album for the 1,000th time. Obsessed. Um, and then I was like, wait, I need to listen to Wise Man by Frank Ocean. And I love that song. And I don't really know like that much background of like why or like the vibes, but because I think it's an unreleased song. As in, like, I'm pretty sure it is, because I can only find it on YouTube. So obviously, it feels kind of bad, like, I don't know, promoting this. I don't know. Love you, Frank Ocean. But I was like listening to that, and I was literally bawling my eyes out. I was like bawling my eyes out. I was like, oh my God. And like when it hits the chorus of like, I bet your mother would be proud of you. And I was like, oh my God. And I feel like that happens to me anyway. Like even when I'm not on my period, like I'll listen to music and I'll just obviously be sobbing. So last night, like I didn't even think, like the thought did not cross my brain, like, oh, could my period be coming? It was just like an emotional moment. And I posted on my Instagram. I posted because I wanted to post it for a while, because I was like, oh, I want to do a post to also like, kind of talk about the covers that me and Leon did, on YouTube, like the little series, which I love so much. And I was like, oh, maybe I should just post that now, because I'm like feeling very like, I love music so much in this moment. Well, I always love music, but I was like, I love it so much. And literally the caption is, I love music so much, it hurts, duh. And then I said, mine and Leon's covers are out now on YouTube, smiley face, channel, link in bio, lovely pics, like blah, blah, blah. And then I posted the photos. So that was that post. And yeah, last period, I was literally crying. But all these things are like normal, right? I also get emotional not on my period, just so you know. Just so you know. But last time, the thing that I was crying about was, and I was crying to Liv on FaceTime. Liv is my Australian long distance bestie. I was like paused for a moment, because I was like, you already been you, like she be on my channel. And I was literally bawling my eyes out, because I was like, Liv, women are just so amazing. And I am just in awe of how strong, how beautiful, how powerful women are. Like I was literally bawling my eyes out, like, and as I should, but it was kind of beautiful in itself. And I was just like, damn, periods are a real roller coaster. So that was that. I definitely missed out some stuff that I wanted to talk about, because I was like, let me talk about this, but I didn't make any notes. I was just trying to get through the work day, and I did, and the kids were really sweet. Don't get me wrong, like I love the kids, but Satan is tearing apart my uterus, so I love that for me. I will probably pause it here, and if I think of anything else, I will tune back in, but if not, I will see you next time. Sending you all the love for the cramp struggles. And I'll literally see you in the next clip. I'm going to chill. I'm going to rest. It is 10:16 p.m. It's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, so I'm excited about that. And I'm very grateful to be in my own apartment right now. I'm going to chill. I'm going to eat some chocolate. I'm literally going to go in full self-care mode. Also, this is kind of like lol, but even though I'm literally, when I'm on my period, I get like obliterated by the pain, I do have it where I'm like, oh, I can kind of have like non-guilty rest. That sounds kind of bad. I definitely got to work on that. But so many of the times, like even when my period starts, like a lot of the times I'm like in denial, and only recently have I been like, if I get the intuition that I have my period, I've had this with like medication, allowing myself to take medication as well, like all of that jazz. Like I'm sure like so many people relate to this, where I almost like am not immediately allowing myself like relief from the physical and like I guess emotional pain, and I'm like, Mags, you can rest guilt free. And I kind of almost now it's turned into like, I was about to call it a guilty pleasure, that literally like, girl, that defeats the whole point. But non-guilty enjoyment of being like, look, your period's here, just allow yourself to chill. So yeah, I'm glad I filmed this for YouTube clip. Okay, bye, see you next time. Also, I'm not actually like sad, I'm just on my period, but I know the girlies get it. Okay, mwah. Guys, I actually told a lie. It's 11:54 and I am watching the clip from Little Women of Timothée Chalamet, and it's when Laurie proposes to Joe and tears are coming out of my eyes. And now I'm crying again to Timothée Chalamet, and it's the final scene of Call Me By Your Name, and it's him crying at the fireplace, and it's 9 minutes past midnight and I need to go to bed. Guys, it's literally the next day and I'm literally sobbing my eyes out to scenes of Little Woman. And honestly, when I watched it the first time, I feel like I was in such a different headspace. I'm like, did I even watch it? Because maybe I just saw scenes from it, I don't even know. But right now, oh my goodness, I'm literally like, I actually need to watch the full movie. I'm definitely in the whole, on the bandwagon of Timothée Chalamet. But I did watch Beautiful Boy years and years ago, and it literally had such an impact on me. I was like bawling my eyes out, and I watched the movie so many times. So I'm so happy to see our boy Timmy on the rise. Oh, Jesus. Okay, 8:08 p.m. on day 2 of the period, and I have been on YouTube, obsessed. The cramps are like, they were kind of painful. I wasn't in the trenches, but I had some things planned for the day, but I was like, I literally physically can't. I took the ibuprofen and I was like, let me just call it a day. Like, let me just chill. And I got this video recommended, which is, I'm so like, oh my gosh, that this is a recent video as well. I think it came out like 2 weeks ago from now. And it's Aurora's, let me see what it's actually called. I don't know if this is going to cut off filming, hold on. Okay, it's called Portrait of a Song, and it's for her song Runaway, and it's like saying the backstory. And oh, I'm getting emotional. It's like half an hour, and I already love this song, but just hearing her like talk about it, and I cannot believe she literally wrote this song. Like, this song started when she was like 11 years old, and she's like talking about how even though she's sung it like a million times before, she still feels so much for it. And when she sings it live, it's like, it's not even from her anymore, it's like about the people. And then yeah, it's just like so beautiful. I was literally like, oh my god. And she was like, normally with when you write a song, it's like a time capsule, it's like a snapshot of the things that were going on in that time, and then when you come back, I'm literally like, I'm on the verge of tears. But with this song in particular, she's saying how it's like so timeless and it's helped her through so much, even like recently. I just feel like this is so cool. It's literally like, yeah, premiered February 28th, 2025, which is literally like 2 weeks ago. Oh my god, I'm literally obsessed. I remember hearing this song when I was younger, and now I'm just like properly understanding, well, like just seeing more of her stuff as an artist. I'm like, oh, I'm so late to the bandwagon, but I love it, and I'm just like, oh, it's just so beautiful. And I did a cover of this song, and I also, in that description, talked about one of her forest performances of The Seed, and that brought me to tears as well. I don't even think that was on a period. we love that. So yeah, I'm drinking lemon iced tea from KFC. And I'm at the part of the video now. It's 8:19 p.m. where there's like fans of the songs and they've sent in videos telling stories of what the song means to them. I'm literally so emotional, and Aurora is just such a wonderful artist. Like, I'm so inspired. Also, I'm having my sweet corn cup. It's my chaser. KFC chaser.
Literally way through. And I came into a coffee shop, my favourite Starbucks, because I was like, let me get some milk then. And I'm watching speeches of Jodie Comer accepting awards for Killing Eve, her absolute favourite TV show by far. I don't think anything can top it. And I'm literally sat in the Starbucks crying. I've got my hood up and tears are coming out of my eyes. And the staff members are like, I come here so often and they're just like, this girl, like, what even is her like job occupation? She do, where she was here. It's literally my favourite. I've watched it so many times, but I'm literally like, well, I gotta watch it again. And I think I will be for like literally the rest of my life. Like, I'm obsessed. And also, I don't think I mentioned this before, but like, obviously I already knew Greta Garlic is like an incredible the woman that's in it, she just like back when I was like, I think she was like to get some tissues or something as well. Um, I already knew that Greta Gerwig is like slay. But after watching all the stuff with Little Women, I'm literally just like, oh my god. I've been watching interviews with Saoirse Ronan. Oh my god. It's just so beautiful. I'm inspired.
Hey guys, it's Maggie again, and it is the 8th of April. I'm on day one of this month's period, and boy, have I been in the trenches. I'm also ill, and love that for me. And I think these are the first words I have spoken today. I've been in the trenches, guys. Like, literally, this room was like just pitch black since I woke up this morning at like, I woke up at like 8 a.m. and I was like, oh, my period. Oh, she's here. She's here. She's here. Hello. Let's go. Action mode. Like, went downstairs, went to the bathroom, immediately got the medicine, made it, chugged, took it like a shot. And I was like, let me try go back to bed. I was listening to the meditation again. I was like, I'm dying. And it made sense because yesterday I was like, why do I was feeling anxious for the whole day. I was feeling like, I didn't feel like I was going to cry, but I just felt like I needed to cry for the whole day. And I was like, I think it is that time of month. And the reason why I literally just remembered to get my photo booth up as well. Well, not only remembered, but also this is literally the only moment because I've taken the second shot as in literally like of the painkiller medicine. So I'm like, okay, that second round is like kicking in, and I'm like, I'm able to actually like talk. But basically on my YouTube, I literally didn't even have enough energy to like open up my laptop. Like, the whole day I've just been like trying to sleep, and then I kind of was like, let me just get up at like, it was like 12 or like 1 p.m. And then it's been really sunny today, so I was like, let me drag my ass to the park near my house. When I say drag, I was dying, like fighting for my life. I wore this pajama top. I wore like a skirt that was like loose because I was like, I'm like so like, oh my God, like I'm so fragile, like I'm gonna just die. And I was like, let me just get some sunshine. Went outside, literally started like sweating, came back, took a shower, and I was like, right, let me force feed myself some food, take this medicine. And then I opened my laptop because I was like, let me just watch some like, because I don't want to scroll on reels because I don't know, after a while, obviously it just like shows you like weird stuff. And like really random ass like movie scenes or TV shows. Anyway, you get the vision. It's like kind of random and like even more brain rotty. But like I seriously, like I can't, when I was in that state I was like, I can't even form a thought. Like I'm looking like death right now, like. And so I opened up my laptop. I was like, let me watch some a bit more like long form content. And then what's the title of this? It's about the music producer Fred again. And obviously, like, I've heard of Fred again. Like, we all know, like, he had his, like, rise and, like, stuff like that. But I never, like, looked into it that much. And I wanted to, because I was like, this is really interesting. Like, love this music. And this style is so cool. And then it, like, kept popping up in my feed. And then today, I was like, let me save it to my watch later. And I went to click the buttons. And then it just, like, clicked on the video instead. So I was like, okay, God has decided I'm watching this video right now. And it's, like, a really nice, like, documentary. Let me see, it's called The Story Behind Fred Again's Success in the Music Industry. And it's by, oh my God, I'm gonna butcher this name, but just so you can like find it for reference, Sergey Poltorakov. That is the YouTube channel that I'm watching it on right now. And there's like a bit at the beginning where, so it's like talking about his story. I'm like, wow, this is so interesting. Like he was like first grew up like classic music and then went to, I think it was like Trinity College, and then all of this stuff. And then there's this like one part where he's like, it's this like funny little video where it's like, it's him and this like other dude, and the dude's like saying some funny stuff and then being really like motivating. And then he was like gassing him up, and then the guy said something like, oh, and we're gonna get through it. And then there's this like part where he's like, it's Fred again's voiceover, and he's basically saying, I got really like obsessed with taking like small moments and then extracting like everything I could from them, and like really leaning into, I guess, like obviously the emotion, like that stuff. And then that one line, something like, we're gonna get through it, or like something like that. But it's like this guy, and he's like saying it in a really funny way, like gassing for it, like, we're gonna get through it. And he's like, and it's like going through the voice, and oh my God, it literally made me so emotional. Like I was like, oh, I'm about to start crying right now. I'm about to start crying. Pardon me. I'm literally 4 minutes and 47 seconds into this 13-minute 27-second, oh my God, I can't even speak, hello, video. Pardon me. But I'm emotional, guys. Like, I'm gonna go watch this video, probably gonna cry a little bit, but here I am. Also, these videos are so random funny. Like, I feel like, obviously, like, don't even know who the target audience is, but I can definitely picture, like, at least if I wasn't me, like, I would watch this when I'm on my period. So I'm like, we're in this together, guys. Like, this is such like a struggling, dying, I guess, imperfect state, but that is the reality of a period. And also, these are also filmed when obviously I'm not in the trenches, not because I'm like, it's because I physically cannot. So just know that even though I am literally still in slob state, this is like good compared to like before. Like, just picture like literally lying here, like I got my AirPods in, like I'm literally like shaking, like in pain, like listening to the meditation, trying to force myself to sleep. Because the main things, aside from obviously the painkillers, is sleep and food, nourishing food, that actually, like, I don't even know if it helps, but it like prevents it from getting worse. But obviously it's difficult to get sleep, and also when I don't have the energy, I'm kind of like R.I.P. But anyway, Fred Again's story is really interesting, and I love this, and I'm really glad that I'm finally like watching some of it. That was universe. I was like, I was gonna watch this, save later, and then it just clicked on it. So I was like, oh, here we are. And it's really nicely done. Like, I love this. So shout out to the dude who made it. And also shout out to Fred again. Tears are coming. He's talking like about the creative process, and guys, I'm just so like, I love it so much. Like, and I'm in this position because I'm like, my stomach, my uterus hurts. But I'm literally just like, oh, I'm just so inspired, and I love like discussions about the creative process, and like it's just so beautiful, and like so, I just feel like it's what life's about, personally. And I'm literally just watching this and it's like, like, there's so many things where I'm like, oh my God, shit is beautiful, man. Me whilst the devil is ripping apart my uterus. I'm at 8 minutes 20. Shit is good. No, stop it right now because there's literally a scene after, oh my God, is that like 10 minutes and he's actually like singing and he's crying while he's singing. Like, no, I'm actually so shook. I'm actually so shook. The universe knew what was up. It was time for me to watch this 13-minute, 27-minute, oh my God, I can't even speak, 13-minute, 27-second documentary. Excuse me. Me when I look crazy. I took my contacts out because my eyes are really dry. Okay, it's day 2 of my period, guys. And who remembers Melanie Martinez? Because when I was a teen, I was obviously obsessed. Me and Lottie, high school bestie, literally loved Melanie Martinez. And then obviously through the years, it's like, you know, I didn't listen to her like a little bit later on. And I know there was like some sort of scandal thing. I genuinely don't know the vibes. All I know that there was some sort of situation going on and like cancellation, but I don't know the details. I'm not going to speak that much on that, whether it is actually, anyway, this is not what this is about, but I do appreciate her art. And randomly I remembered that she released the K through 12 film for like accompanying her album, and I literally was like, oh my God, I need to watch this again. And so many points, you already know, it's a tearjerker. And I'm literally at the part at 49 minutes. I was watching a bit earlier between like working some things in cafe. Also, guys, I slept till 1 p.m. today. 1 p.m. I couldn't get to sleep last night until like 2 a.m. because I was fighting for my life a little bit. I was in pain. And also I think because I tried to nap the day before, during the day, I couldn't sleep earlier. So I literally slept till 1 p.m. And I did feel a bit more like, okay, I've got enough sleep. So I didn't have that much time, but I was like, let me go to the cafe, try and actually work on some things. But yeah, it's like literally the part of the film where it's like this song and it's like Lunchbox Friends, and she's basically saying she doesn't want to be like, you know, one of the, I guess, like cool popular girls, like Barbie looking, like whatever, and then meets this other girl and they do this really cool like dance, and like the song is like playing at this point. And I don't know, I just thought it was like so cool and it was so sweet, and I was like, I'm emotional. And then she like goes back to her like actual friend group and it's like, oh guys, like this is, I think her name is like Magnolia or something, and I'm emotional, guys, I'm emotional. And okay, again, genuinely I don't know what happened with like the whole scandal, but regardless, I really love Melanie Martinez. I like a bunch of her songs. Later on when I was in Melbourne as well, I was like obsessed with her song Void. And there's this one line as well, which I in Spotify, the lyrics say, I hate who I was before. And a lot of her thumbnails before, of like when she was doing all her like crybaby stuff, like the thumbnail's literally been changed on her YouTube to like a picture of a gravestone saying R.I.P. Crybaby. And I'm like, oh my God, not her like killing off her old self. And like obviously I was like talking about this with Liv earlier. I was like, if she's feeling like she aligns more with her like creative expression now, then like period slay. But I'm like, that's actually, pardon me, really sad if she's like wanting to get rid of like her old self, because obviously I feel like so much cool art was came out of that. But then some people I've seen have said that that lyric actually might be why hate who I was before. I just thought that was quite interesting, like whether it was on purpose or not, that it can sound like both. I was like, damn. But I don't know, I can't remember if I've ever watched this film all the way through, but just coming back to it now and I'm just like, damn, this is like so beautiful, to be honest. And I love reading through all the comments as well. There's also an option where like and also the fact that this is just on YouTube for free is crazy. And there's a there's an option on YouTube which is like live chat replay, and it's like what was everyone was saying in the live chat when this was first released, which is quite cool as well to read. Like obviously it's a little bit like spammy, like there's loads of little messages. But yeah, also I have no idea. Like this video, I don't really want to edit it and stuff like that. So I'm literally just gonna piece together like all these clips. And I'm only in month 2 of this video. Well, to be honest, there's only like 12 months, and I did skip January and February, did I? I'm not sure. But this video might be really long, and it's literally just me yapping, and you're just seeing me in my gremlin state every single time. Hey! I'm also only releasing this at the end of 2025, so that's going to be mad to see like where I'm at with life and everything. So that shit crazy. No, it's literally the speech after the song Orange Juice plays, and she's talking to the other girl in the bathroom. And this actually jogged my memory of like why I remembered this as well, is because I saw a clip on Reels of this scene, and it's like her talking to this girl, and it's kind of about like self-worth, like external validation, and how you have to learn to love yourself without the approval of others. And then at the end, Melanie says, everyone's deserving of love, everyone. And I was literally like, no, please. Like literally even just saying it again, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh my god, as soon as I just realised there's tears. Oh my god. Guys, it's literally 1:56 a.m. and I literally can't sleep. And I'm on Reels. And I'm watching those videos where it's like, guys, I'm on the internet crying to strangers again. I've had a lemsip. Oh my god, I literally like, it was this wedding speech of like this brother to his older sister. Oh my goodness. Also suddenly I'm just like, I'm so hungry, but I'm too tired. Oh my goodness, this is a lot. Oh, but basically this guy was like telling this story. I'm literally gonna butcher it, but he was basically saying like, oh, like when they were younger and she was 3 and like he must have just been like 2 or something, they lost their parents at Disneyland, and she put him on her back and was like finding for the parents. And he was saying how like even though she had tears in her eyes, she didn't cry until oh until they got to the parents. And then basically like said this story, like the whole thing so beautifully. And then I was already like, oh my god, this is so emotional. And it's like cutting back to the bride and the groom like crying as well. And then right at the end, he was just saying how he feels like he can approach life and be able to like take risks and like fly as high as he can, because he always felt like with his sister he could never actually fall. And then at the end I was like already like, this is so beautiful. And then at the end he was like, and I don't know if you realise, but you actually never put me down from your back. Just like, oh, it's literally 2 a.m. It's definitely because I slept till 1 p.m. today. And I have work tomorrow. Oh my god, I literally like was like, I need to pull up my MacBook and document the crying. I'm committed to documenting this experience, guys. And it wasn't until I got up that I realised there's tears on my blushing. Oh my god, but Jesus. Whew. Okay, guys, I'm gonna try and go to sleep. Nah, when I tell you I'm literally on, wait, 2, day 5 of my period. So she's basically, she's left the room. Why am I getting emotional? Because obviously I've seen Nardwa's interview clips on the internet. But I'm currently watching a YouTube video of like top 20 reactions to like, interview moments, like blah, blah, blah. I'm actually getting emotional. Like, I'm literally like, I don't know what it is. I'm just like, I love this so much. I not only love it so much, but there's just something like, that quote that's in my mind. It's like, to be loved is to be known. And the fact that he just knows these like really fucking niche, like random ass shit from like probably like before they were, yeah, definitely from like before they were famous, or like really niche stuff. I'm just like, nah, this shit hilarious. It also just makes me think of, well, not think, but just reminded of the fact that like guys, and I obviously mean this in the best, most highest form of compliment, the nerds of the world is where it's at. Is where it's at. Like, was there like shout out to Tyler the Creator? He's like, they're geeks. They're geeks. Oh my God. Like, please. Like, I'm literally obsessed. Like, I'm living. I'm like, it's curing my depression. Like, I'm obsessed. I need this type of obsession, this type. Oh my God. I'm also really sleep deprived. Love that for me. I can't even blame the period anymore. I don't even. It's like the final day of my period. I'm literally out here like. It's always emotions anyway. Like, emotions on the period, emotions off the period. She is an emotional queen. The brain be crazy. Oh my God. Actually, shout out to Nardwell. Like, that's fucking iconic. I saw like the recent clip with Tyler the Creator where he like breaks character a little bit. It is so hilarious when like Tyler the Creator's like coughing and he's like, do you want to leave the cough bit in? He's like, yeah, leave all of this in. It's too good. No, I'm literally obsessed. I feel like so much recently I'm just like discovering things that like everyone literally been new. Like, this is like so, like, I'm so late to the bandwagon. Like, I feel like that's like the story of my life. Like, there's so many things where I'm like, this is like so famous or well known that I don't even know how I haven't even deep dived in it. But it's like, it's magical. Like, I'm obsessed. I'm sad. Like, life is worth living, guys. Because I don't know the vibes. Like, is it okay? I don't know. I'm sure now most people who like go into, most celebrities or like whatever who go and do a Nardwuar interview, like they kind of are like, we get the vibes. But I'm like, surely some of these clips, like they just had no idea. They were just like, maybe I'm just going for like, I don't know. I just feel like that's so funny. And then I saw there was the recent one, which literally is such a nice connection. I'm like, I need to still watch the full thing. But it's the Nardwuar interview with Fred again. And I'm literally like, I'm obsessed. I'm like, my two recent big discoveries coming together. This is great. Like, this is so funny. I'm like halfway through the video and I'm like, it's giving me a lust for life. Like, I'm literally like, this is amazing. Now, I'm sorry. I'm on the DJ Khaled one, right? And why is this like, okay, do we universally agree that like DJ Khaled is just not a vibe? Like, I don't know. Sorry. I don't want to be controversial if that is. I don't know. All I know, obviously, some of his songs, whatever, DJ Khaled, and then in Hot Ones, the like where they eat the spicy chicken wings, I swear his one was like one of the worst ones where he was just so like worst vibes, like really just like not the vibes. Like, and I kind of watched that off the back of like other people mentioning it in more recent ones, like other celebrities being like, yeah, that one was so bad, lol. And I did watch it. I was like, Jesus, what is this? And all the other ones, like they have said in the Nardwuar interviews, like, oh my God, like, are you the police? And like Lil Uzi Vert was like, thank God I'm a good person because I would be quaking right now. And DJ Khaled is literally like, he's stressing out. Like, bro's paranoid. Like, he's literally like, oh, like, you're not the police, are you? Like, like, he's like actually stuttering, like a little, like, it's giving, what are you hiding? Because what are you hiding? It was giving to a level where it's like, ha, you're not the police, right? Ha,